Tucked away at the edge of the world-famous Serengeti National Park in northern Tanzania is a hidden world often referred to as Africa's Eden. Welcome to Ngorongoro Crater. This lost world is a place like no other, a thriving ecosystem in the remnants of a collapsed volcano. After spending 5 days exploring the vast Serengeti, I thought I'd seen the best that Tanzania has to offer, but I was about to be proven wrong. My journey starts in southern Serengeti. From here, it's a mere 2-hour drive to the top of the crater, where my lodge for the next 2 nights is located. The drive is far from boring, with wild animals such as this giraffe around every corner. As we near the crater, cows become a more frequent sight. Ngorongoro Conservation Area allows wildlife, as well as the native Maasai and their cattle, to live in harmony. Hello, come on in. Welcome to our room at Ngorongoro Serena Lodge, which is one of only a handful of lodges that sit on Ngorongoro Crater Rim. So super excited to be here. In here, we've got the main area. We've got a nice desk and tea facilities, and then we have this lovely big bed. And as always, got to test how soft it is. That's soft. It passes the test. My absolute favorite thing about this room is the view though. It is pretty incredible. We have a balcony which overlooks the crater itself. Wow. So this behind me is the famous Ngorongoro Crater. We have got unrivaled views of it completely uninterrupted. It is beautiful. You can see Lake Magadi there, which is a nice soda lake, and it's actually an alkaline lake, so it's not drinkable, but the flamingos love it. So when we go down, we might see some flamingos tomorrow. There is a smaller body of water right down there at the end of the forest. That is the hippo pool. So that's where we're going to be having our picnic lunch tomorrow. And this forest here is called, I think it's the Larai Forest. And that is a great place to find rhinos, which are browsers, because they're the black rhinos here, so they like to browse bushes rather than the wide open plains. You can also find elephants in there too. Just on the other side of this hill is the descent road, so it's just a 10-minute drive from here. Let's see the road coming down. So tomorrow we're going to head that way and go down, and if you see there's like a main road to the very left of the lake. On the very left of that, last time, is where we saw the family of serval, so that's a very special place. If you're not finished yet, this is my favourite part. We have a lovely big bathroom. Well, first of all, the luggage goes here, so that's handy, so it doesn't mess up the room. We have dressing gowns, yay! I always love to have dressing gowns. And then we have quite a spacious bathroom with a his and her sink over here. The toilet is just here, and ample toilet paper. That is just wonderful. And then we have this really big walk-in shower. And I know you like it when I demonstrate the shower. There we go. Okay, that's the room tour. We enjoy a delicious dinner before retiring to our room for the night, excited for what awaits us in the crater tomorrow. It's an early start. We drive through the darkness and reach the gate shortly past 6 in the morning, just as the gate is opening for the day. We're one of the very first vehicles to start descending into the crater. The view as we descend is absolutely breathtaking. I've never been anywhere that has made me feel such a sense of wonder. The crater walls make this place look like a fortress. Little did I know, things were about to get even better. So we have literally just entered the crater, and already we've had our first sighting. We spotted from the crater wall a lot of lions, a whole pride of them down here. So we're just on our way now to see if we can catch them, because they're moving around right now. So that was really cool to see, because that's what the benefit of coming so early is. The predators are really active, so excited to see what we find. We're just in time. We've come across an entire pride of lions, including young cubs, and they're on the move. Ngorongoro Crater is one of the best places in the world to see lions, as it contains the highest density of lions on the planet, with around 70 individuals spread across 8 prides in a relatively compact area. Despite these impressive statistics, seeing Ngorongoro's lions is never guaranteed. Last time I visited Ngorongoro Crater, I only saw 2 lionesses and they were sleeping, so this is an extremely special moment for me. What an amazing start to the morning. So we have come across this pride of lions. There's quite a few of them there, mothers, cubs, and even a male lion as well. And as the sun has just risen over the crater wall and the landscape is warming up, they're starting to search for shade. So they're just heading towards the forest. All of them there in a line. It's so cute to see them like this. And to see so many of them on the go, I don't think I've seen so many of them walking at once. It's such a wonderful, wonderful start to the safari. And just when I thought this sighting couldn't get any better, the lion surprised me by stepping onto the road. Our guide Andrew knows these lions and their behaviour very well. As a result, he's able to get us in the perfect position, predicting with amazing accuracy just where the lions are heading. But then, one of the lionesses notices a herd of gazelles. A gazelle is little more than a snack for a hungry pride of well over 10 lions, but this is an opportunity that's too good to miss. She begins to stalk forwards. The gazelles have no idea that she's here. But there's a problem. This young male is heading straight towards the gazelles, completely oblivious to the female's attempted hunt. The gazelles spook, running out of reach of the lioness. The lion's carelessness has cost her a meal, and she's not happy about it. The lioness decides to teach him a lesson and makes him her new target. That'll teach him. He tries his luck with the lioness, walking way too close to her. But she's having none of it. It's clear to see who wears the trousers in this relationship. The lions are nearing the forest, but a road just in front of the trees gives us one last opportunity to admire them. Wow, what a fabulous start to our safari. I feel so incredibly grateful to my guide, Andrew, who somehow spotted the lions from the top of the crater wall. Without his amazing skills, we may not have found these lions. Having the right guide can really make or break your safari experience, which is exactly why before visiting a new safari destination, I do copious amounts of research, reviewing vast numbers of tour operators. I then narrow them down based on my own strict criteria and finally make a decision. After going on hundreds of safaris, I now have a very small handful of tour operators who I've had wonderful safari experiences with and who I trust. If you'd like to receive free, no obligation quotes from these hand-selected operators who I've personally been on safari with, click the link in the video description or pinned comment, or simply scan this QR code on screen. We drive on into the morning, seeing an abundance of wildlife. I had no idea that something truly special lay just around the corner. Okay, this is pretty awesome. I don't know how our guide Andrew spotted him, but there is a rhino and it is so far away. It just looks like a tiny black dot just below the crater wall. But yeah, we've seen a rhino. It's quite incredible. Last time we came, we didn't manage to spot the black rhino. They're so elusive. They're very scared of the cars. And in the mornings, they like to, it's the best chance you have of spotting them because they disperse into the wooded areas as the day goes on. So they like to browse there. But yeah, we've seen a rhino. Only a little dot of one, but it's so cool all the same. The Ngorongoro Crater is the best place to see them in northern Tanzania, so I feel really happy to have spotted one here. After an extremely successful morning in the crater, it's time to stop for a bite to eat at Ngorongoro's scenic hippo pool. It's now like 9:30 and we brought our breakfast out with us so we could head off early. So now, after a few hours looking at some incredible things like the lions and the rhinos, we're just settling down by this beautiful hippo pool and we're enjoying a lovely breakfast. We have got so many choices here and it is just lovely. It's such a beautiful place here and so lovely and warm. It's not windy at all. There's a few naughty little weaver birds who keep trying to get our food, otherwise it's incredibly peaceful. We enjoy our delicious breakfast in the company of a pod of hippos as well as this relaxed grey heron. Then it's time to hit the road again. Almost immediately, we stumble upon a surprise. I cannot believe our luck. Another black rhino. Again, it's pretty far away and the heat is causing a haze that's obscuring our view slightly. Still, this moment feels incredible. We drive on, shortly encountering this formidable group of male buffaloes. Old males that get kicked out of their herd like to form boys' clubs like this. They're pretty touchy about the fact that they no longer belong to a herd, and so can be pretty aggressive. One of the crater's most abundant residents is the zebra. Ngorongoro Crater is one of the best places in the world to see them up close. I don't think I've ever been this close to a wild zebra before.
They were so close before I could have touched them. How amazing is this? These guys are so close.
Because they never migrate out of the crater, they're used to seeing vehicles day after day. This makes them feel extremely comfortable in our presence. As we're admiring the zebras, Andrew spots something in the distance.
This is quite unbelievable. So we've seen 2 rhinos so far in the crater. It's extremely rare to see one. Last time we were here we didn't see any. And we've just seen a 3rd one. So we're just heading over to him now. But yeah, how incredible. 3 rhinos in one day in Ngorongoro Crater. That is insane.
We're here in February, which Andrew tells us is one of the best times to see rhinos in the crater as they enjoy feeding on the fresh long grass in the open. At other times of the year, when the grass is short, they retreat to the forest to feed, making them much harder to see. Even so, seeing this many rhinos feels incredibly special. Just then, I noticed some dark specks in the distance. They carry the unmistakable shape of elephants. We decide to get a closer look. We've come across a group of bull elephants, and one in particular has a spectacular set of long tusks. As we're admiring these giants, I had no idea that a spectacle was about to take place. A flock of egrets descends on the elephants, keen to feast on the insects kicked up by their large feet. Their sudden arrival startles the elephants, who begin to panic. Wow, that was absolutely magical. Without a doubt, one of the highlights of my safari. Some of the best moments on safari are the unexpected ones. We drive on into the late morning, passing this striking pair of male ostriches. I'm extremely excited when we spot a golden wolf streaking through the grass. We only spy him for a moment, and in a blink, he's gone. A herd of buffalo are grazing beside a pool. Something I love about this time of year is the abundance of water sources which attract a range of birds like these Egyptian geese. Amongst the herd, I spot a tiny buffalo calf. A hyena is keeping itself cool in the company of an African sacred ibis. The main body of water within Ngorongoro Crater is Lake Magadi, which is an alkaline lake. The high salt content makes it perfect for both greater and lesser flamingos, as their main source of food, blue-green algae, can be found here in abundance. Nearby, I spot a huge hippo feeding outside the water. It's unusual to see them in broad daylight like this, as they normally keep submerged in water throughout the day to keep cool. Therefore, this feels like a very special moment. Just when I thought things couldn't get any better, Andrew points out something in the distance. I can't believe it. Sleeping contentedly is a fourth rhino. We have truly been blessed with rhino sightings today. The diversity and high density of wildlife here has truly blown me away. Everywhere I look, there are more animals dotting the plains. And it's like this throughout the year, as animals don't have to leave the crater on a migration, as they have everything they could possibly need in this Eden. We stop to enjoy some lunch in Lurai Forest in the company of guinea fowls, before it's time to say goodbye to Ngorongoro Crater. Ngorongoro Crater truly is a place like no other. The landscape really feels like something straight out of a fairy tale, and the quantity of wildlife here is impressive. I can't believe everything I've seen, and it's only been one morning. If you want to go on your own safari of a lifetime in Tanzania, don't forget to click the link in the video description and pin comment in order to get free quotes from the same companies who I used to organise this safari. You may be wondering how Ngorongoro Crater compares to Tanzania's flagship Serengeti National Park. Watch this video here to find out.